Hey, what's up, guys? Back for another deck profile here. Now, I know you guys love that Ice Barrier list that Grant put up the first place. He tested it here and then just left, I think like an hour later, and then just won the tournament that he was at. And I was just like, broken. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh, appreciate you.
Yeah,
appreciate
and we're gonna go through some stuff. Whatever he wants to go through, he knows what he's talking about. This deck is it's clearly insane. So, yeah, guys, without further ado, I'll let you go with it, brother.
Alrighty, so I'm just gonna start off with Ice
deck.
Barrier right now. It's kind of like how Snake Eye was, right? We're waiting on that extra little push to make it the best deck. That's gonna come in Abyss Rising with the new water support and as well as the new Mulchummy cards. Both of those you can play in this deck because they're water. They're both gonna benefit you against certain decks. Yubel does normal summon up to 3 times in some cases,
Yes.
so Mulchummy is good to play in that situation too. This is a relevant deck to play that with, but I just wanted to start off with that because those are the cards that we're kind of waiting on. Some of the new water support in addition to the Mulchummy hand traps as
Shout
well.
out to BLP coach.
But anyway, getting back into that, get back into the deck. We start off with the 3 Mirror Mage. This card is the best card. It adds when it's pitched. It destroys any effect monster to make up to 3 tokens. This is how you're getting into a lot of your synchro combos. This is how you're able to draw 4. It's just really, really good. The combos with this deck of just kind of floating and going in and out are really good. And so people always forget you can add any Ice Barrier card. Any Ice Barrier card. Following that up, 3 Revealer. Probably the best starter in the deck. The discard is really good in a lot of situations, at least how I play it. So I think this card is just still really good.
Yeah, we had a lot of comments too in the section that were just like, man, I'm glad I had the Freezing Chains, the structure deck stuff, because
oh, dude.
yeah,
The card shot up.
They
I
knew,
don't know if you see what it's at right
Absolutely.
now, but it's around
Absolutely.
$10, $11
Yeah.
still.
Cooking.
So, this is a card that's just really good for the deck. And the other extender here is Speaker to level 4. This is how you get into your Bahamut plays. Makes the token when you banish it from graveyard when you control another Ice Barrier. The tokens do count as Ice Barrier monsters, so as long as you control another token or an Ice Barrier name, you can get your extra token and keep going. A lot of the times, even if I'm under like a D barrier, I still like to banish it, make the token, and then just keep link climbing.
Correct.
Try to get to a Zelantis. Just try to banish their field because you'll get waterlocked.
Yeah, one thing that's really cool about this deck too is it plays under D barrier. I've noticed very well because they have the Exceeds, the links. You know what I mean? All the water cards are just insane. It doesn't have to be just synchros. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you can play
by playing Tidal too. You have a body
Shout
by
out
playing.
Tidal.
Yeah, I mean you have other stuff that can make larger bodies. Marlon Glacia as well, if you can get it out. So you're still able to put out some bodies and still do some plays, and then you can just play more conservatively.
Grant will show you some stuff at the end of this.
Yeah, I do. I do want to show some combos here.
Yeah, because people were asking for that.
100%. 2 Georges. It's a Monster Reborn on the summon. It's also a Walking Abyss Dweller. It's also a level 6 tuner. And so it's really, really good.
Yeah, level 6 tuner. Yeah, all right.
This card is really good.
Take it easy. Yeah.
If you're ever under a situation where the anti-spell doesn't work out or it really isn't good.
Their anti-spell, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the walking anti-spell,
Yeah,
the Warlock. There we go. But so if you're not getting the Warlock, most of the time you just want to get this. It's going to get you more field presence and it's still considered a floodgate. So very good. 2 Hexa. I've settled at 2 on this card.
Drawing you playing 3 last time? Or
no, I was still playing 2, but I did test 3
that's right,
since I was last here. And I feel like 2 is just the best ratio. It's almost like Poplar in the sense of it's really just that extra body that's allowing you access.
And all
the time.
Pretty much. It's also a Sea Serpent, so you can search it off of Dragoons.
Sheesh. Shout out Dragoons, dude.
Then we do play the 2 bricks, the Warlock and the...
Busted.
Yeah, dude.
Busted.
This guy right here. General
This is the
Morale.
best fucking card. We used to play it in Pendulums for like a hot second.
The number of times I just am able to get access to this card. Again, when you do, it makes it extremely difficult for your opponent. It becomes the priority target. The number of times people will waste their droplets on this, or they use it after this because they feel like they have to in sequencing to maximize it.
Is it on res or is it?
So this is on resolution of the monster.
Yeah,
effect.
monster
So
effect,
it works like the ring they were playing in Infernoble, or also the Abyss.
The Angelica ring,
The Abyss spells.
Yeah.
Which I also considered playing an Abyss Megalo with a spell, because that could also be kind of good in
Yeah,
some situations.
super solid, yeah.
Not a lot of situations, but some situations. So there's that. That's it for the Ice Barrier monsters. We play 3 Medallion,
Rhoda.
and then 2 Freezing Chain. You really don't want to play 3, because opening multiple of this is just really bad. Just really, really bad. If you open it, it's okay. It can be really good, but you primarily want to be able to search it if necessary. So 2 is really the ideal number. And then this is not once per turn, so you should always play to 3.
Yeah, facts.
For the Ice Barrier engine that's still water, so it's technically still in engine, but not water, not Ice Barrier. 3 Agerine and 3 Harpooner. This is your discard engine for everything.
Harpooner.
Harpooner, discarding Dragoons,
So good.
are able to search Nep, normal Nep to this pitch, able to get other stuff. Link, it allows a lot of plays.
Yeah.
And then Ice Shade just obviously makes the big 10s that you need to really set up a good board or push through a board. Also, if you use this for a synchro material, it's a negate. It's a face-up target negate of any monster your opponent controls. FYI, so when you make Dragite or Gradle Dragon to pop on your opponent's turn, this can also negate.
Don't we,
do that.
we didn't
And
forget
chain
about
1, chain
Grail
2.
Dragon. Yeah. We didn't
I did
forget
want to
about
mention
Grail
Gradle,
Dragon.
Gradle Dragon. Sadly, I'm not playing it, but
Yeah.
I did test it, and it does come up.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. It's good for if you're planning on going second a lot more. We do still play the 3 Dragoons in the net, and we do play Tidal and Malin Glacia. I really I insist that you play this card. I really do.
You have to.
I feel like it just gives you so much advantage.
It's too free.
With a lot of the
Yeah.
water stuff, you're just discarding a lot, and what you need to do is generate more advantage off of that so you can continue to play with your other cards that discard, because all of your extenders for the primary most part, other than Speaker, they all discard. And so when you get this card in your hand with Revealer, with Harpooner, that's a Synchro 8, or that's Bahamut. And if you get it with any of the, if it's dead, for example, but you have it with Harpooner, Ice Jade, any of those cards, it immediately becomes a live card as well, and you can continue to combo. So I really think Dragoons is critical in the deck. And of course, if you're playing Dragoons, you got to play Nephthys because it's really good.
And also the chain block, too.
Yep, very good. Allows you to chain block stuff that's really critical in the deck. Tidal as well allows you to chain block if you discard with Tidal. So also still very, very good. Guarantees you the Tidal dump.
Where'd you get that title at, dude?
Check out Sunny P, bro. Check out Sunny P. And then Malin Glacier.
Yeah.
This card comes in and out depending if I'm going first or second, but the biggest thing is if I am going first, if you're able to play, even if they hand trap you and you get access to this card, if they're going to hand trap you twice, you're still going to be able to rip 2. So you can still keep their access to a minimum, and then if you can still get access to Lancia, you still win the game.
Yeah.
Because again, you're anti-spelling, or you're Abyss Dwellering, and then you're putting up Rao with that. So
So good.
really impressive.
It's just,
really
yeah,
impressive.
it is. It is. It's very unstable.
Other cards we play 1 for 1 because we play Hexa and Nephthys. So this gains us access to both of those cards for relatively free. We do play 2 Foolish Burial Goods and a single Ice Barrier. These 2 are just to dump this. This is a free search underdroll for a level 5 or higher water
And
monster.
also the battle phase effect is kind of.
And if for some reason if you
Yeah,
don't
you're
use
like,
it
yeah.
and you don't discard it and you just set it, it's like it can catch some people off guard. There's a lot of
can.
times where it's dead, but it can come up, and when it does, it is very good.
Yeah. Just a note.
For non-engine completely, we do play hand traps in this build. We play 3 Ash and 3 Imperm. Pretty standard, nothing crazy. We just want to be able to interact if we need to. The biggest things are I found at locals, we had bad interactions with Tenpai where we just couldn't do anything against them because we didn't either have this card or this card. And so in these situations, I feel like this is really good. Also against Snake Eye, if you have these two against Snake Eye, that pretty much deals with the necessary things if you play it correctly. And so I just play these.
How many cards is
This is 45.
45.
We have upped the count slightly.
Yeah.
We do play still 2 talents and a called by. This card is just insane.
Bust.
And then talents in this deck is very good. For the extra deck,
The extra dip.
we
The
still
extra dip.
extra dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Bahamut Shark, obviously,
Yeah.
because we want to do Toad plays. With that, obviously, we play Toad. For the links, we play 1 Anemone and a Zelantis. Zelantis is really, really good because you do get waterlocked. So it does the same thing with like Marincess does because you're waterlocked. Which is banish everything on the field. Your stuff comes back, your opponent's doesn't.
Yeah.
The level 10s of the deck.
You're a prince, dude.
We,
Chain.
we do play
You're a
the,
chain, boys.
the Cheng Yang, the Adgerine, the 2 Lancias. That's primarily
The boy.
This card.
It just it makes you want to puke. Yeah, your opponent's
The
like,
number
hey,
of
is this
times
that
that
good?
this card has just won me the game.
Oops.
Simply.
Yeah.
I've been hand trapped twice. All I can do is make a level 10. And I plop that out. I win the game. Because if they kill it, I banish 3 or I rip their cards.
Yeah.
Or if they don't kill it, I summon 2 floodgates and I still rip their cards and
Yeah.
they're negated.
The card's way too
This
good.
card is so
It
good.
deserves the price, too, I think. I think it's like
100%. This
$12.
card is like 12 to 15 bucks
Yeah,
right now.
right, yeah.
Other
Super
decks can
deserved.
play it. So, like, I mean, if you look at the requirements for the card, it's just a water tuner and a non-water and a non-tuner monster. So if you are able to get access to any sort of water tuners in any decks you play, this card is a valid
Diva.
target.
Yeah.
Diva, very good. And then we do play the 1 Croc.
Draw 4.
Pretty much, this is a draw 4 combo.
Draw 17, yeah.
The big
pop
thing
2,
too
yeah.
is if you don't end up getting rid of the Croc, make sure you leave cards in hand because the quick effect pop
Yeah.
is just really good of any card.
Super
They
relevant.
play a field spell, chain Croc, it's gone. They want to play a continuous, chain Croc, it's gone. They try to skill drain you. If you're going second, chain Croc, it's gone. There's a lot of good.
Bye-bye birth.
Yeah,
Yeah, Birth,
Birth,
gone.
dude, Birth.
A
dude.
lot of
yeah.
different options. Temple, gone. They put it in the spell and trap, gone. There's just a lot of good options with Croc. So always try to keep this on the board if you can, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, because they also just a lot of people don't read it.
We do play 1 Dragite, and this is right now will be a Gradle Dragon. For the time being, it's just
We
another
did
level
also
8 man.
we read the comments or whatever. People were like, "Cradle Dragon, dude," and like we talked about it or whatever.
My thing.
I'll let you explain it. Yeah.
You obviously in this stage of the game, you want to try to go first. Most decks do.
Yeah.
And so, most of the time, setting up a negate is more critical, in my opinion. Now, there's plenty of times that Gradle Dragon does come up. And when Gradle Dragon does come up, it's incredibly good going second. It's one of those cards that it has a level of recursion. The pops are really good. And so, I think going second, it should be in for that option. Once I dig mine out from my bulk, I will definitely be playing
Also,
a Gradle Dragon.
the whale dude. I forgot about
The White Aura
guy.
Whale,
Yeah, White Aura.
it's-
Yeah.
I think
you
it-
know
Shout
more than
out.
I do. Yeah. That card's
When it
busted,
comes
but-
to the White Aura Whale, it's really good. The card itself is very good. But I think for what the deck is trying to do, Ice Barrier itself, and how you have to play it in today's format, I think Aura Whale it's more of a gimmick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than Gradle because
Yeah, I
Gradle
was gonna say
allows you to
Gradle,
choose what you're
yeah.
popping.
Yeah.
But not only does it allow you to choose what you're popping,
Yeah.
it is still recursive
Right.
one time,
Right.
while Aura is more recursive. But Aura just pops on the synchro sub. It doesn't
Yeah.
pop on every time.
Right. But we just had to mention that because of the comments or whatever the last
Yeah, yeah,
time.
and-
like, where's the fucking
You know,
whale?
by the way,
Yeah.
I want to say if that's what you guys have, again, if you want to
Could
play
play it.
Whale instead of Gradle Dragon, play Whale. If you are playing Whale and you have a Gradle Dragon, play Gradle Dragon instead of Whale. It's whatever you guys want to do. The critical part is that you do have to have 1 Dragite. The other level 8 is pretty much whatever you feel is tailored for your locals or the places where you're playing most with the deck. So.
Yeah, this card's just so good, bro. Like you would just rather have 2, right?
100%.
So if they did hit the unicorn joint,
And-
your extra, yeah.
If you want to or if you are playing Nibiru for hand traps,
Shout
this
out.
can search
Shout
Nibiru.
out, yeah.
So,
Just want to note that.
yeah, just know
Yeah,
you can
just
search the
had
Nibiru
to
off the
note
top.
that, yeah.
And then the 2 Lancia targets, I actually hard make these way more than I thought I would.
He does too.
Um,
I've seen him play this deck, and I was just like, bro,
I hard make this actually more than I
yeah.
make this
This
because
card's broken,
it's just really
dude. Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It's just very
Good.
good.
Yeah. The good.
Good. But this card, I mean, Trishula, obviously, we've known how good
Yeah,
that
we
card
know.
is,
We
but
know everyone.
The
in this-
Trish Zero,
yeah.
this card is just absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And then the final 2 of the extra deck, we still play 2 Coral Dragon.
Draw 4 combo.
Instead of, so in this version that I'm playing of the
4.
deck, this is also key to the draw 4, allows you to draw a card when it leaves the field. But also, it is a discard 1 to pop 1.
Yeah. Which
so-
makes a, yeah.
Which is why, so why I'm playing 2 is probably why I'm not playing the Greater Dragon right now. Because we do have the ability just to do it every time it comes out. It's very
Right.
easy to get out.
Yeah.
And so that's a good reason for that.
Yeah.
We'll get into some combos here real quick.
Yeah.
I
If
just
you guys wanted this, he's going to show a couple, just, nothing super crazy.
Yeah,
It's probably been beat to death already, but for the people that want the combos for the Ice Barrier,
Yes.
he knows. He plays this deck a lot, so.
So the first things I want to display here is going to be just Revealer and Dragoons.
Revealer Dragoons.
Okay. So just off of Revealer and Dragoons here, you're going to it's normal summon the Revealer and pitch the Dragoons. Like this.
Is upside down.
There we
joint.
go.
Yeah.
Dragoons then is going to search on out the Nephthybis. For some reason my deck is now all up topsy-turvy. So you'll search a Nephthybis to get this. That's incorrect. I just screwed this whole thing up.
That's all right.
It's all good though. So yeah, grab that. This effect is going to resolve. You're then going to be able to get your Hexa. And then Hexa effect is then going to be able to dump the Mirror Mage. I didn't screw that up. I have PTSD
Yeah, I
from
was
getting
gonna say,
hand
yeah,
trapped too
yeah,
much, bro.
yep.
That's
what it
if
is.
you guys
bro.
get hand trapped a lot, leave a comment. Leave a comment down
yeah,
below.
leave a comment,
Like,
yeah.
we need Konami to either reinstate Gamma to keep these
Yeah.
hand traps in check,
3.
or just
Wow.
like
Called
stop
by.
it so much. Yeah, or called by. Bring called by up, dude. OCG has 2. Why can't we?
Yeah.
Effective Mage. Mage is then going to search on out the. In this scenario, we're going to search on out the speaker, wherever it is. We're going to summon the speaker.
Bahamut Toad.
And we still do the Bahamut Toad plays.
Have 4 summons, right? I think
That's 5 summons.
5 summons. Yeah. Toad is the 5th.
So
right?
Toad is the 5th summon. So you're safe from Nibiru, and you still have a card in hand. So at this point, you've just used Revealer, essentially. You're going to link these 2 away into your Coral. Coral effect is going to bring back your Mirror Mage from the graveyard. Mirror Mage effect is going to send Coral. It's going to summon your 3
Now we're
tokens.
talking. Yeah.
You're going to synchro the Mirror Mage, which is now a level 5 because you summoned 3 tokens, off into a Coral Dragon. Now, if you're going second in this scenario, this is where you would pitch the Nephthybis off of the Coral Dragon summon to pop a card, and because it was discarded from a Water
Busted,
Monster effect,
yeah.
you're going to be able to re-summon Dragoons, so you can continue extending. This is going to go in the EMZ, by the way. So that way you'd be able to still have plays. But in this scenario, because we're going first, that's not going to be what happens. Because we're going first, we're still going to banish the speaker. When speaker's banished, we resummon another token. We're then going to use all 3 tokens and the Coral Dragon to make the Croc.
To make your boy.
Croc will also go in the EMZ.
Yeah. It's extra monsters on EMZ.
Yep.
And you draw
Croc
4.
Chain 1 Coral Dragon Chain 2, make sure you do it like that. So even if they ash you, you're still drawing 3 instead of drawing 1.
Yeah.
So Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, you're going to draw 4 cards.
Doesn't even matter what it is.
And in this scenario, if you have to use Toad to protect yourself, your Talents is still alive to draw another 2 cards. Not great, sadly.
Yeah,
That's the
whatever.
variance of the deck.
Yeah.
You still do have a hand trap. And you still have the ability to pop 2 cards.
And Croc is mad big too.
And Croc is very large. So it's hard to get over. Plus, you'll be able to get a search back from Toad in that scenario, so you'll still have follow-up in the Revealer. Or if you want to, you can still get the Mirror Mage or anything like that. The other combo I do want to show,
Yeah.
which I feel is,
Your favorite?
yeah, it's probably my favorite combo. It's a 3-card combo as opposed to a 2-card combo.
I can't wait for the people in the comments. 3 cards, bud. Remember what Ice Bearers
When
used to be, though?
When you're playing three
Yeah.
copies of everything, you know,
Yeah.
you will see
I mean,
it.
Yeah, you will. I can state that because he's been playing. We've been playing. You know, he does what he does. Yeah. That's what I was hoping you'd show.
And then actually, in this scenario, I'm more than happy to
Made it worse than it could have been.
probably do this,
Yeah.
actually.
There you go. Yep.
I feel like this is a lot better. So this combo allows you to get access to the Dragite right off the bat as well. This is also Dragite and Stillful combo, so actually we're going to do it this way. This is going to be the alternate combo line. This is with no Ice Bearer names. This is going to get you access to it.
2 cards.
2 cards as well, still getting you access to non-Ice Bearer names. Harpooner is going to discard the Dragoons to summon itself. Dragoon's effect is going to search Hexa. You're going to be able to normal Hexa effect. Hexa is going to dump the Mirror Mage. Mirror Mage effect is going to still search on out your Speaker. You're going to summon Speaker. Because you still control an Ice Bearer name, you still can get into Toad. Just like this, and it's still just the same line. With no Ice Barrier names. You don't have to normal Revealer. People think you have to normal Revealer every time. This is also easier.
And then Toad's out.
Yeah, Toad will come out.
EMZ or does it matter?
For the Toad, no. You just want to keep the EMZ clear
That's
for
it,
the
yeah.
Anemone. Or the Anemone,
Yeah.
sorry. Anemone, grab the mirror. Mirror, do the same thing, tribute the Anemone. 3 tokens. You're still getting back into the same line with 2 cards. Right, and it's the same thing, the Coral. Coral,
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banish to get the 3rd token back. Banish Speaker. Send those all link, synchro those off, back into the Croc.
Chain link
You
one,
still
chain
have
link
Croc
two.
Toad.
EMZ.
Yes, you still have Croc Toad. And at this point, you still have now Croc Toad, so pop.
Doesn't even matter what it is. Yeah, it's just.
And again, this is off of 2 cards, so you're always going to have another 3 cards. So, in this scenario, right, you're still alive with everything.
yeah.
Right, this can still discard this. You can still make Lancia. If you had drawn the chains, you can still make Lancia. The whole idea is just to end on Toad Lancia.
Yeah, that's
Ending
what-
on
yeah.
Toad Lancia
And then
is...
whatever else in your hand, and then you're just playing.
Yeah. The whole thing, I will say, is if you do play hand traps, you are going to see more hands like that where the combo is more minimalized. But at the same time, you might see the hand traps. If you play no hand traps, you are more likely, of course, to see more combo pieces, which I was playing, and I still like.
Yeah.
If I were to change anything about the deck, personally, it would just be ratios of cards. It wouldn't be necessarily which cards I'm playing. You know, I might cut a Dragoons. I might cut a
Thanks.
Harpooner. You know, there's a lot of different things. I might cut the hand traps altogether and just play more gas again.
Gas.
Gas. I think the biggest thing with the deck now, again, is we're waiting for that final extender consistency piece that will come in Abyss Rising. I also think that, again, the Mulchummy hand traps will
Yeah,
help
well,
the deck
yes.
because you'll be able to draw more cards. Therefore, you'll be able to guarantee getting to combo more. I think the big thing right now is if you're getting hand trapped, and if you're not playing talents, that's a big problem.
Yes.
I think if you're just going combo and not getting hand
Or
trapped at
throws
all,
for the backup.
then
yeah.
I think you should just be playing all gas. I don't think you should be worrying about the hand traps.
Yeah.
It all depends on your locals. It all depends on your format.
Yeah, because obviously, you guys at your locals, you guys would know what if you took this list to your locals, you would know what to play for. So
Yeah, and it's one of those decks where, I'm constantly testing with it. We're constantly seeing that there's new stuff, new combos. I see people playing Swap Frog with it. There are lines where you can go into Double Toad and still do some Ice Barrier plays.
but you were talking about this before that, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's all you would do in that scenario. The only thing you do differently there is you play 3 Swap Frogs, so that you're still getting the pitch and you're guaranteeing the level 2 Aquas.
Free Ronin.
Free Ronin. Big facts. Free Ronin. And yeah, I think the deck is on its way.
I do too. I think it's very
I
good.
don't think it's done yet. Again, I think we're just getting started. Don't expect immediate results. Right. If you're going up against Snake Eye in every matchup in your locals, right, don't think that the deck is super bad. You're playing a deck right now that's hasn't been touched. It hasn't been limited. It's playing at full power and has been for the last 6 months.
We also talked about one thing about Starboy, where it like lowers the fucking fire's attack points by 400. I think the link, obviously not regular Starboy, but you know what I mean. So, anything else, brother?
No, man, I think that's it for the deck right now. I think we're at this point, do the best you can, learn it, and really just figure out what's best going past post info. We will get some new cards in there that can possibly interact with the deck more. And then Abyss Rising, that's going to be the set where this deck takes over.
Yeah.
So,
I appreciate you.
Sonny, appreciate you, man.
All right, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any more questions. He will field them in the comments.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys later. Cheers.